Good morning, friends. I am Dr. A. Kulkarni. I will teach financial accounting. In earlier lectures, we have seen the concept of financial accounting, the methodology, generalizing the entries, etc. In this lecture, we will see the accounting concepts or concepts in accounting. There are number of concepts while accounting the transactions. The first one is business entity concept. This concept implies that a business unit is a separate and distinct from the owner or owners. Based on this concept, accounts are prepared from the point of view of business, not from the owner's point of view. Hence, the business is liable to the owner for the financial capital contributed by him or her. According to this concept, only business transactions are recorded in these books of accounts. Personal transactions of owner are not recorded in this accounting. As per this concept, business is a separate entity, and the owner is separate from his business. In case of limited companies, it may be private limited or public limited company, it is shown as separate entity. The companies has separate entity. In case of partnership firm, the partners are different and their business is different. Okay, so as per this concept, business should be separated from their owners. That is called as business has separate entity and owner has separate entity. We will say example. For example, a car is purchased by owner. A car is purchased by owner for his personal use. It should not be recorded in the books of accounts of the sole trader or business books. It should be treated here as his personal transactions. And if this car is used for business, it should be recorded in the books of that business, in the accounts of that business. So these you should have to separate, you should have to differentiate the personal aspect of owner and business aspect of that owner. We will see another concept, that is going concern concept. It is basic assumption that business is a going concern and will continue its operation for future. Going concern concept influences accounting practices in relation to valuation of assets and liabilities, depreciation of fixed assets, treatment of outstanding and prepaid expenses, etc. For example, assets are generally valued at historical cost. Any increase or decrease in the value of assets in the short period is ignored. For example, we have purchased a computer for rupees 40,000. Next year, the value becomes 20,000 only. So, it is assumed that the business is going on, the value is same. It is assumed that value is same in that book also. So, it is treated that business will survive for years, not for limited period, 1 year, 2 year, etc. It will survive for long term. That is called as going concern concept. Third concept is money measurement concept. In accounting, a record is made only of those transactions or events which can measured and expressed in terms of money. This concept implies that only those transactions which can be expressed in terms of money are recorded in the books of accounting. Other transactions, even though they are fruitful, they are not considered at all. Transactions which do not involve money will not be recorded in the books of accounts. For example, working condition in workplace, strike of employees, efficiency of management, goodwill, etc. is not considered at all. Goodwill is considered, but other transactions such as we may say we have purchased computers, tables, chairs. The assets are recorded in that transactions. Other transactions, non money transactions are not recorded at all. We will see here non money transactions, non monetary transactions, for example innovation, innovativeness, experience, teamwork, passion, skill, honesty, attitude, etc. They are important for that business, but they don't have any monetary value, so they are not considered at all. Suppose if you have invented a new method that is useful, that is fruitful, but immediately it doesn't have any monetary value. Therefore, even though there is a patent, it is not considered as a transactions in the accounting. Another concept is accounting period concept. For measuring the financial result of a business periodically, the working life of undertaking is split into convenient short periods called as accounting period. Generally, it is for 12 months only, but in some cases, it may be extended to 1.5 years also. The accounting period is considered only for 12 months. It may be financial year, that is from 1st April to 31st March. It may be accounting calendar year from 1st January to 31st December, etc. It is considered for 1 year only, 12 months only. There is another concept, that is cost concept. An asset is acquired by concern is recorded in the books of accounts at historical cost. Cost is the price actually paid for acquiring the asset. The market value is not considered. Many times market value is ignored. For example, if we have purchased a building in 2000 at rupees 10 lakhs, suppose you have purchased building at rupees 10 lakh in 2000. Now the price varies. In 2020 it may be up to 40 lakhs, but in the books of accounts the historical price, that is cost, is considered, that is 10 lakh rupees only considered. Even though market value is more, market value is different, market value is rupees 40,000, it is not considered at all. So the cost concept is considered in case of accounting. There is another concept, dual aspect concept. For every debit there is a credit. There are two aspects of every transaction, whichever it may be. There are two aspects. One is debit aspect, second is credit aspect. Every transaction should have two-sided effect to extent same amount. Another concept is the accounting equation concepts, that is assets and liabilities. The assets are equal to liabilities. Assets and liabilities should be matched. There is no difference at all between the assets and liabilities. There is another concept, that is realization concept. Income is recorded only when it is realized, that is either it is received or earned. Revenues are recorded only when the sales are effected and the services are rendered. Sales revenue are considered as recognized when sales are effected during the accounting period, irrespective of the facts where the cash is received or not. Profit is earned when goods or services are provided or transferred to customers. Thus, it is incorrect to record profit when order is received or when the customer pays the goods. The matching principle ensures that revenue of all the associated expenses are recorded in the same accounting period. So these are few concepts in accounting. With this concept, we have to record all the transactions in the business. We will see the conventions in the next lecture. Thank you.